Hey there, welcome to Easy Onset. Today is February 1st, so if you're watching this in the future, hey future, but today it's February and I decided that I'm going to go back to the beginner part of this tool once again, kind of work through the practice modes that are practice routines, practice routines that are available under beginner. And what I'd like to do on this kind of round through it is try to tie in some of the more traditional ways of explaining and describing easy onset, kind of coupling it with this approach, which is really quite similar, but there are some differences that in my own experience makes it work better. So let's begin with just some work on our breathing and our phonation. So when we look at blocks and stutters and things like that, one of the underlying aspects of it is, at least in my own experience, an issue with the flow of air. Either that air isn't moving or it's blocked in my chest. But through my own experience and through a lot of practice with this thing, I found that the number one thing that I can control when I enter a stressful speaking situation is the way that I approach my breath. And really everything else kind of cascades off of that. So let's begin here. So let's just dig real deep into the breathing part of this. So we're going to want to be breathing through our diaphragm, and you can tell if you're breathing through your diaphragm by simply placing your stomach beneath your belly button and breathing in. And if you feel your stomach expand, that means that you're breathing through your diaphragm. As we're maintaining this breath, we want to visualize us breathing up as being the same as riding a bicycle up a hill. As we reach the top of our breath, we're reaching the crest of that hill. And as we go down that hill, then we start to slide into that word or that consonant sound or whatever it is that we're trying to produce. Many people who teach easy onset focus on the consonant sound, and when they train people on using easy onset, they advise people to slide into that opening word, which does work to a certain extent, but I think it really masks what it's doing in that you're still sliding into the consonant, or the vowel sound rather, that powers that word when you do a slide. So let me get one word generated here and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so if we look at the word whale, if we use easy onset and we're focused on the W sound, it would look something like whale. Now, my theory is the reason that works is that really just gets the vowel part of the word going. And so through a lot of practice and a lot of time working on this, what easyonset.com trains you to do is to focus on the vowel sound as we're working through this word. So it's very much the same thing, but as we're initially learning how to do this, we're effectively just going to be saying the word ale. And the idea is that because the vowel sound is really the driver of this word, that if we apply this technique against that vowel rather than the consonant, which may have other blocks, other mental things going on, it gives us a different grappling point, a different angle of attack on this thing. And that's really what this program really strives to do, is it strives to help you speak better. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. But let's do a few more words, and then I'll add some more notes here. Now, the other thing that you'll notice that I'm doing, so when we go on to the word bead, so if I were to be doing a classic easy onset, I would do something like read. So when when you do an easy onset like that, you'll feel a vibration in your mouth or your lips. Read. The way that we're doing easy onset is we want that vibration to be up in the nasal cavity. And again, we're focusing on just the vowel sound that drives the word. So it would be more like you go on to the next word. So if we look at barnyard, again, if we do this using easy onset, it would be barnyard. If we use our full system with easyonset.com, now note that this program really works because we're breaking out easy onset, the classic technique. Maybe I'll have to come up with a different way to differentiate. I don't know. We're really breaking it out into three things. So we're breaking it out into the breathing part. So that breathing part is going to focus on the A. Barnyard. Vibration is going to be going through our nasal cavity when we're thinking about the vowel sound. Now, we also do another thing here. So it's a complicated program. It takes some time, but the idea is to also pinch on the vowel being spoken. This is beneficial in a couple ways. So when you're in a real-world speaking situation, it's a great reminder to focus on the vowel. So you go into a speaking situation, you start to block, you focus on the breathing, and you focus on pinching to get that vowel going. Then the last part of this is the transfer part of this from the nasal cavity down to the larynx. So that's kind of the third part of it, where it would end up looking more like barnyard. Barnyard. So then, to directly compare these two things, which kind of share the same name, we would have barnyard or barnyard. Now, these two techniques get mixed up, but it's my hope that we can give easy onset a new name, a new position in the stuttering community, because it's my own position that this is the cure. Now, that's a heavy word, and there is no real bona fide cure in that the underlying influence or impulse to stutter is always going to be there. It's there for me. I've spoken with others who found ways to address that, which I plan to explore. However, easy onset based techniques do work for stuttering, and it's my goal with this website to teach you how to do that. So I hope you tune in and keep at it, and thanks for joining me here today. I'll talk to you next time.